All right, so it says the equation of a curve is such that dy over dx equals to 3 into 4x minus 7 raised to power 1 over 2 minus 4x raised to power minus 1 over 2. It is given that the curve passes through the point 4 comma 5 over 2, or we can write it as 4 comma 2.5. Find the equation of the curve. So first of all, we know that dy over dx gives us the gradient of the tangent at that point. So at this point at 4 comma 2.5, the gradient of the tangent, which is the gradient of the curve, is equivalent to the value of dy over dx, which is given over here, right? And now we need to find the equation of the curve. And how can we find the equation of the curve? It can be found by integrating dy over dx. By taking the integral of dy over dx, we can find the equation of the curve. So basically, what do you recognize over here is that it is a reverse step. It is a reverse working. For instance, when you differentiate y, the equation of the curve, you get dy over dx, right? And when you integrate dy over dx, you get this, the equation of the curve. So this is basically a reverse working to find the equation of the curve. Alright, so let us write dy over dx equals to 4x minus 7 raised to power 1 over 2 minus 4x raised to power minus 1 over 2. Alright, so we need to integrate this. We put the integrating symbol and we write first like this: 2 minus 4x to power minus 1 over 2. So one thing to notice is that this is the major part of the integration, like the harder part or the tougher part, if you say, is this one, because integrating this part of the expression or the equation will be a lot easier than doing this. So we need to focus on the first part more. All right, so what I'm gonna do is take this 3 out and I'll write it as 4x minus 7. We take this out. All right, so now what do we do is, this is the basic rule of integration, that we have to write the differentiation of the box outside. Like we have, this is the box, this is the box, and what will be the differentiation of 4x minus 7? 4x minus 7 differentiation would be equals to just 4, because 7 is an alone constant and the differentiation of an alone constant, as we know, is 0. So the differentiation of 4x would be 4x. So now we can write it as 3 into 4 to 4x minus 7. We have to increment the power rule. We have to increment the power by 1. So when you add 1 to 0 0.5, you get what? You get 1.5 minus 4x. We can integrate this really easily. Just add 1 to its power and divide it by the new power. We do this the same over here as well, divided by the new power, right? And when you add 1 to negative 0 0.5, you get what? You get positive 0 0.5, like this, and you divide it by this as well. When you add 1 to negative 0 0.5, you get what? Get positive 0 0.5. All right, so one thing we have to see over here, or which I missed, that is a really important thing. We have to write the integrating constant as well, the dx. Without it, you will lose marks. All right, yeah, so what are we going to do now? When I have introduced this for the differentiation of the box outside, I need to introduce something outside the symbol of integration, outside this symbol, in order to cancel this out as well, because otherwise my equation would get imbalanced. It is not going to be a balanced equation. So in order to cancel this 4 out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write it like this, and then the symbol of integration. If you see, 4 to 4x minus 7 over 0.5 divided by 1.5. So now as you can see, they are being cross multiplied and this 4 cancelled out this 4. So in this way, whatever we introduced outside, like we introduced 4, the differentiation of the box, we introduced this 4 outside. So in order to balance the equation, in order to balance our equation, what did we do is we introduced over 4, like we divided by 4 in the outer place. So in this way, they both will cancel out, they will get cross multiplied, right? And the rest is going to be the same, over 0.5 raised to power 0.5 dx. So when we're gonna do when we're gonna integrate them, three things are gonna disappear. What are those three things? The integrating symbol, the differentiation of the box outside, and the dx. So these three things are gonna get disappeared now. So what are we gonna be left with? It is going to be 3 over 4 multiplied by 4x minus. Uh, so as you can see, what did we do in the last steps of integration was that we integrated the whole dy over dx, and what did we get in the end was this thing. This is called the integrating constant. After that, we have to find the value of c in order to complete the equation of the curve. What did we do to find the value of c was that put this point which was given in the question, it had one x value and one y value. We substituted the values. As you can see, we substituted the values for y and for x in the expression, and what did we get was negative 2.5 over here. After that, we took this 2.5 on the other side and it became positive. So it gave us C equals to 5. The final step was just to plug in the value of C and write the whole equation as we write it, like in terms of x, y, and C as the numerical value. And this is the correct answer for this equation. You can take a screenshot if you want to as well. Let me. So this is how you solve this question for 4 marks. I know it is an easy question, but you have to be really careful with your working, and that is how you can get full marks, like 4 out of 4 in this question. I hope you liked the video, and please subscribe for having more videos on A level mathematics and also for physics. So that's it for today. Take care.